it's Miss Megan here. I thought seeing as you little explorers were stuck at home, I might read you a special book today. So I picked one of your favourites. It's called No One Likes a Fart. Fart slipped out silently, invisibly, when no one was paying attention. Fart was so excited to see the big, big world and make some very best friends. Where would he even begin? Fart looked around his new home. Oh, do you have to, Jeff? Dad, that smells gross. If you were stuck in there, you'd want to get out too. Gosh, Fart thought, a gross smell doesn't sound very good. I should probably go. Fart floated off through the house. He peeked through a door and saw a boy and a fat brown dog having fun. These will be my very first best friends. He glided over to the boy, smiling broadly. The boy sniffed. He sniffed again. Oh, he scrunched up his face and he looked at the dog. Chops, you stinker! Take your butt trumpet out of here. What a very naughty dog, thought Fart. The boy turned a fan on. Fart was swissed and zizzed right out of the window. Probably not a bad thing, Fart thought, once he stopped spinning. They seemed to be dealing with some kind of dreadful smell in that house. Fart sailed through the warm afternoon air, enjoying the sweet fragrances nearby. What a beautiful world it was. How lucky he felt to have arrived. Life was really wonderful. Fart gleefully hummed his way down the street. He saw a mother pushing a pram. A baby, thought Fart. Could this be my very first best friend? Oh, Arabella, Daddy can deal with this one. Suddenly the mother jogged off, sending Fart out of the pram in a swirl. Never mind, thought Fart. The world is full of friends. Fart sailed on until he reached a big, busy road. It smelled like car exhaust and fishing, cooking oil and smog. What paradise, he thought, as a noisy blue bus pulled up. Bus, thought Fart happily. What could be more fun than riding on a bus, seeing the world and making some very best friends? But before he could get on, the bus whooshed off. Fart waited at the bus stop with a wrinkly, crinkly old man and two girls chewing gum. They didn't seem as happy as they should be, considering there was a bus ride ahead. Ugh, someone's been cooking air biscuits. I reckon it was Fart Simpson over there. An air biscuit sounds delicious, thought Fart, but the old man didn't seem to think so. When the next bus arrived, Fart rushed on. As soon as the doors opened, three boys were laughing loudly and having a really best friend time. Bro, did you let one rip? That's filthy. You don't fart on the bus. Fart happily moved in closer. Oh boy, this is going to be great, Fart thought. I can be a bro. No way, bro. That's your butt breath burning our nostrils. What did you eat for breakfast, bro? 20 farts? Ew. The boys laughed and laughed. Fart's heart broke into big, medium and small pieces. It was him. He was the horrible, terrible smell. He was embarrassing and disgusting. He would never ever find a very first best friend. Fart wafted off the bus at the next stop. He floated towards a little cafe. These people look happy, Fart thought, as he pushed his face against the glass. Surely just one of them would be his friend. Fart slipped under the door. Oh, what's that smell? Oh, honestly, Gavin, what is that? Yuck. Fart's sweet, hopeful little heart sank. They thought he was repulsive. They didn't want to be his friend either. No one did. I give up, thought Fart. I'm kind and friendly and I'd make a wonderful very best first friend, but no one will give me a chance. Fart slipped out a window and into a dark, grimy alley. It smelled like cat's wee and rotting fish guts and old prawns, but not even his favourite smells could cheer him up. This would be his home. He couldn't disgust anyone down here. Suddenly a door slammed behind him. A man and woman carrying rubbish bags brought up and an enormous roar escaped the woman's mouth. Brrr! Fart was fascinated. What was that? Well, that's the grossest thing I've smelled all week. Ha! Better out than in. Fart noticed a small purple cloud hiding in the shadows, sobbing quietly. He floated slowly over to Burp. She smelled like onions and old cheese and dirty socks. She was beautiful. But Bert pulled away. Am I really that horrible? Fart thought about all the times people had been disgusted by him. But then he smiled. Not at all. You're lovely. They just don't get it. Lovely? Me? Oh, thank you. You are too. Bert blushed. They both grinned. Fart had found a very best first friend, and she smelled gross and horrible and yuck and very disgusting. Fart could not have been happier.